today's tale, I'd like to show off fighting mercenaries. So mercenaries will pop up in and around the map every now and then. And as you can see, I found the old Lords of War here. They're hiding out in an old crumbu. So you can find them in the cities, but I normally find them just hanging out around the map. They will fight other targets, so like brigands and that stuff. And if you're doing the noble house war, then they'll either be on the opposing side, in which case they will try to run you down if they're red. Otherwise, they'll be on your side. And you can see who they're working for. So you got to remember, mercenaries are generally working for someone, right? So if I hover over the old Lords of War here, I can see who they're hired by and what they have. So old Lords of War here, they're hired by the house Amont, which is these guys here. They can also be hired by villagers. So if they were, say, hired by these guys here, old Wessenstant, then they would say that they're hired by Wessenstant instead. And they would show the greyish symbol, basically meaning that they are running for a town instead of a house. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack the Lords of War here. So all I did was I did the old hold down control, and you get the attack button here, and just right click on them. And then as soon as I unpause, here we go, we attack them. So with mercenaries, it basically just says many mercenaries, right? And they'll have some war dogs. So what that means is mercenaries come in all flavors, right? So they come with the old two-handers, they come with the sword and shield, they come with the higher tier swords, they come with the higher tier weapons, they come with the mid-tier weapons. They're a mixed bag, right? I mean, in here we're running leather armor, we're running chainmail, we're running no hats, some hats, good hats, you know. And then if I move forward here, oh, he's got no vision. Come on, sir. They also tend to run archers, right? And their archers will also be a mixed bag of things like crossbows, warbows, hunting bows. They really are just, they're kind of like your guys. Except for they are a real mixed bag. So we're going to skip our turn here. They're going to have a field day with opening fire. But they will hold their position because they outnumber me in... well, they actually match me for ranged weapons here. But if you match for ranged weapons, they will form their own little position. If you outmatch them for ranged weapons, they should generally run towards you. When I fight these battles, I normally run in with a kite shield just to help save my people. So we're going to skip most of my guys, and then we're going to form up a little wall here. We're probably going to want to see if we can't get that high ground there. But for now, we'll just move forward. Probably going to move as far forward as we can. I suspect they're going to run for that high ground. But we'll see what happens. Actually, we might hold here. If I step too close, they will probably run for that high ground. I do have two-handed weapon guys here. Just to basically deal out as much damage as I can. But of course, this is a later day scenario, so I wouldn't really recommend giving your brothers a go at mercenaries early on. Just because they are reasonably well equipped. I tend not to see them in large numbers above 12. But it doesn't mean that suddenly it's not going to happen, right? Suddenly, out of the woodwork might pop a ginormous force of 20 goddamn mercenaries. And you will be stuffed, really. So they're going to hang here. They're probably, they're just going to throw things at me when they can. We're going to move our crossbowmen up, and we're probably going to get some shots in here. So I'd like to take out their boys first. So I tend to fire at the back line. I don't really care that I get a deficit here, because I'm more concerned with getting rid of their firepower. And luckily this man has been pushed away from the line, thanks to my goblin crossbow there. And he's going to have a hard time of it. And we are going to have a hard time firing into this, but we will anyway. 33%, it's not the greatest. Carl, he's going to get in there. As I said, 33% is not the greatest, but I just want to counter-fire them. I don't want to have to deal with them firing all the time into my back line. That's exactly what they'll do. They're just going to shoot at my back line. So I always make sure that my my guys here are wedged right up against the shield wall, so that they get a disadvantage for shooting my back line. Also, my lads have been running for about 100 days now, and you can see they are pretty over-equipped for this fight, really. But I still wouldn't really recommend taking on mercenaries till you can easily deal with orcs, just for the armor that they could roll. I mean, you could be facing this group, right? Or suddenly you could be facing an up-tiered group that would probably give you a bad day. We're going to see if we can't shoot this guy off the hill. Awesome. That means we can get some solid rounds into him. We're going to shoot his friend at the front, just to clear him out of the way. And then we're going to shoot his friend at the back. Well done, lads. Old Sigbold here. He's done some work. We're going to... I'd like to take out this dog, so that I can move my two-hander in. And we're going to probably have a go at this man's armor here. So we're going to do the old destroy armor. 32%. I mean, he is shield walling. It's not great, but we will take it. We're going to step in here. Get rid of this man's armor. And that is all you will do. We're going to try for a stun here. Well done. So I do the stuns just to keep the damage down as much as I can. Also, if he's shield walling, it breaks his shield wall. So now I can just club this man to death. We're going to step in with Erland. Erland's going to have a go at this man's head. Well done, Erland. That's all you can do, but very well. So we're going to want to try and stun this man, which we did not achieve. Eric's going to step in, and he is going to go for a mighty split here, hitting two guys up the line. He is exposing himself to this high ground here, but, you know, I can't resist a good old split down the middle there. Eric, he's going to step in on the top here. He won't be able to do anything, but he will cause a little bit of panic along the lines. Panic in the disco. With this man half wrecked here, we're gonna shatter his armor and then probably shatter him. He is fleeing now. This guy's probably gonna step onto this high ground just to be really annoying. This man in the middle is gonna do things as well. Alright, so these two are doing what they can. We're probably gonna slot rounds into this guy at the back, because I don't care about shooting the man who's fleeing. He's done for, right? I could step here and shoot this man. Actually, that's probably a better option. Okay, we can't. I forgot I reloaded this round, so we will fire the man at the back, and we will probably stab the man at the front, because had I hit, it would have actually been rather nice. So we're going to fire into this man here. See how he's already breaking? I suspect if we do a bit more damage, and there he is. He is now fleeing for his life. You, sir, are going to step forward. We're going to try and get this man here. Eric, he's going to bring the hammer. Bring it. And crush most of that man's armor. He is fractured ribs. So he's probably out of the fight now. If we just do a bit more damage to him, he may flee there. Alright, we're going to leave him, because he is no longer important. And we're going to do a bit of morale damage to the middle here. So, if people are fleeing, I generally always leave them, right? As long as someone's touching them, you're most likely going to kill them. What you want to concentrate on is the people who are doing damage to you, right? So, this guy here, I don't care about him, right? because I've got him touching him, him touching him, him touching him. So what I want to do is I want to start getting people on this guy. Unfortunately, what I don't want to do is probably swing at this guy. So I'm going to swing on this guy. He is fleeing, but what I want to do is hit his friend in the back, right? Because with this guy down, this guy taking damage, he might even go down. We'll see. There we go. 2 for 1. And we unfortunately are stuck up against this guy. So we're going to have to swing on him. No matter. 27%. Uphill. Still does the trick, apparently. Still does the trick. We're going to assist on this fight. This guy is already wavering. And the more guys we get on this fight, the better we can probably do. We're going to skip him for a sec. You sir are going to have to get on this fight. We're going to try and stun this man, which we failed at. As I said, this guy's fleeing, so we're going to ignore him. Surround this guy a bit more and shatter his armor, which apparently we're not going to do. This guy decided he didn't want to run. Remold here, he's going to swing at this high ground. And this man is breaking as well. So with the breaking there, it just means this guy's going to hit a bit worse. This guy still hasn't fled, but he's pretty much broken. Carl's going to step up. We're going to do damage to this man here in the hope that he starts breaking. We cannot get a decent shot in. So these boys are going to move forward. I'm not going to move Gish forward, because I suspect this man here with his double-handed weapon will probably just shoot him. But we will put some rounds into this kind sir up top. Just give this a reload. But we can't do much. We'll probably just shoot this man here for the morale damage to the man in the middle, who's now going to flee. So mercenaries, as I said, they come pretty well equipped. They're basically the same deal as you. But they're not too hard once you get extremely equipped, which is what my guys here are. They're beyond most mercenaries, right? I wonder if we can get behind this guy. I don't think we can. I think we can, actually. If we move here, there we go. We can get up behind this guy. If we probably get some damage, he's going to die instead. I thought he would flee, but instead he's going to die. We're going to move Eric in, and hopefully we can deal the killing blow to this last mercenary here. And that's mercenaries. They drop some nice loot. So as you can see, you get things like the old bassinet with mail. We get some nice kite shields here. They do come with arming swords. You know, it's a good mix of equipment. You do get a bit of food and whatnot as well. I mean, that armor's not their greatest, but it is what it is, and it'll sell quite nicely. So the thing is when you kill mercenaries as well, whoever they are with, that faction is going to get mighty unhappy with you, right? So if I take all this stuff now, if I leave, check this out. Oh, Crumb Eye here. They are pretty unhappy with me now. So if I try going into them, that's like, nope. We don't accept your kind here. Not at all. And as you can see, they are hostile with me. As with the rest of them. And that is it for Facing Mercenaries. Tune in next time for more tips and tricks from Battle Brothers. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.